has any of the presidential candidates come out supporting Bitcoin? What a wild question, Leia, because if you would have asked me this like 2 or 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I would have never thought that this would be a key topic in a presidential debate, but I think it is. What you got anything for this?
Yeah, I mean, of course, RFK. He was at the Bitcoin conference in Miami earlier this year. But I don't think RFK stands a chance, to be honest. I like him. I do like him a lot. I think he's very interesting. I like how he's like, he almost gives me, he's almost like the people's politician, like he's asking the questions. He's talking about the medicines. He's talking about the effects that it has. He's talking about, the food supply, the water, and how it's genuinely having a negative effect on people. Like he's talking about these things. And I find that so refreshing and so, I hate to use this word, but so based, like he's so based. And so, RFK, but he doesn't stand a chance, unfortunately. But he's very important because he's, of course, he's, how do I put this? He's brought these topics into the limelight and made them almost acceptable to discuss, which will at some point now force or potentially require another presidential candidate in the future to also take certain stances on whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's medicines, whatever it is. But unfortunately, I don't think he'll win. He doesn't stand a chance, especially since dropping out of the Democratic Party. No chance.
Yeah,
but then I'll sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I would have really liked to see him, debate Joe Biden. I would have liked to see that actually play out and not just be installed candidate. But what you got, Leia?
Yeah, no, I was just going to then go to Trump. I don't think Trump will ever be pro Bitcoin because he's a US dollar maximalist. He literally has to be. His entire portfolio, relies the success of his entire financial portfolio requires requires the US dollar to succeed. It requires the stock market to succeed. It requires America to succeed. Anything else, would of course hurt his portfolio. So he literally is financially invested in, the US dollar. He can't let it loose to Bitcoin.